The purpose of this video is to answer a question I got from one of you guys, which is, what does move the file to underwriting mean? If you are a subscriber to my page, welcome back, good to see you. If not, subscribe, like my videos, and leave me some comments, because I really take the comments and I try to produce videos that will help others. So if you have a question out there, there are other people who have the same question, and I need to know what those questions are so that my videos continue to be helpful for you guys. So the context in which this question came up is this person was a COVID forbearance homeowner. So they were on a COVID forbearance plan. At some point, they started the transition off of the plan back to kind of regular payments. They went through the streamlined verbal process to get their modification process open. If you have more questions specifically about what I'm talking about related to the modification option, there are tons of videos on this page about the different options available. But basically, this person went through the preliminary questions, the bank opened up modification review, and then, like a good homeowner following my instructions on the videos, he called back in a couple days to check on his file, and he was told that the file was moved to underwriting. And they don't really explain to you what that means, right? So that's great news. It's a good thing. On the front end of each lenders are these customer service representatives that are also referred to at times as document processors or single points of contact, depending on who your bank is. So when you start a loss mitigation process, like a loan modification, or for COVID people right now, these partial claims, or even for people who are doing a short sale or a deed in lieu, you always go to these front end document people first. And what they're doing is they're just kind of checking boxes in the lender's computer system, making sure everything is complete. For these streamlined COVID transition plans, there shouldn't be a lot of document work for the document processors to do, right? So in this situation, the document processors did their jobs, they clicked the boxes, they decided everything was good to go, and then the file actually gets transitioned from these preliminary people who are reviewing it to the decision makers. So underwriters are the people who are actually, presenting the new numbers for a loan modification. They're looking at all of the numbers that you have, they're making sure everything lines up, and they're drafting those final documents that will give you whatever you're asking for. You don't get to speak to the underwriters, in particular if you have one of these big banks. That's just not something that they usually do. They have all these, lenders have all these layers of protection, so you really rarely get to talk to the underwriters. Most commonly, if you need something from an underwriter and it's really, you have a lot of time to kind of get through, you can sometimes convince a customer service representative or a supervisor to start their internal chat window with an underwriter directly if you have a question for them. But they are very well insulated, so you can expect not to be able to speak to an underwriter. But once you get the update that your file is moved to an underwriter, you can be assured that your file is kind of complete and moving to the next phase in review. So for these streamlined programs, that move to the underwriters should happen fairly quickly, because there aren't a lot of documents to submit. So that's kind of a phrase that you can watch out for to let you know that everything is going well and that things are actually moving forward. Lenders are having different review times right now for these streamlined modifications. I've had one come back from the underwriting as quickly as 10 days, and most of them, though, are taking the full 30 days to review. So typically your lender will be able to tell you it is moved to underwriting, and then there'll be X amount of days before that we will produce a decision, and then you want to call regularly. You don't want to wait the 15 days or the 30 days. You want to be calling regularly to make sure that, when a decision is produced, you catch it as soon as possible. So that's what move to underwriting means. It's a good thing. You don't get to talk to the underwriters, but the underwriters will be making notes on the file that the customer service representatives can see. And so you can always ask a customer service representative, when was the last time an underwriter notated my file? And you can ask them, what are they doing? And they should be able to tell you what they've done most recently as your review moves forward. Good luck.